You clicked on this video because you want to learn how to set goals properly. And guess what? You came to the right place. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set goals properly and how to achieve goals as quickly and with ease. How to get them easily. So, number one, first thing you need to understand what you're trying to achieve. You're not gonna just set a goal but not know what it really is. You need to do your research, learn how you're gonna achieve your goal. You need to learn how you're gonna do. You need to learn the things and the routines you need to take. If you're trying to say get a six pack, the dieting, the exercise, the consistency, all of these things matter. And you have to put in your research to be able to get there, right? So, number one, understanding what you're trying to achieve. Number two, don't go overboard or excessive for your goals. Now, this is one thing which I've seen a lot with a lot of different people is they go overboard, way too unrealistic goals. You need to really like set a reasonable goal because see if you set a goal trying to get a six pack in a week, it's not gonna happen. A six pack takes months of exercise or just a good lean body in general. It takes months to achieve, sometimes even years. A lot of bodybuilders online and a lot of these huge Mr. Olympia bodybuilders, they've been training for years, sometimes even 10, 20 years. They train a lot and they use steroids and supplements and all of these different things. Which is what you need to understand. If you're trying to achieve a body that can be Mr. Olympia competable, then you need to understand that that's going to take years of hard work for you to achieve. So you need to be reasonable with your goals, but also something that you know that you can achieve within a certain period of time. So yeah, that's number two. Don't go overboard and don't be excessive for your goals. Number three, be realistic but enough to push yourself. So be realistic with your goals. You need to understand what you're willing to do. If you're not willing to do something, then obviously you're not going to do it, right? If I'm not willing to take steroids, I'm not going to do that, right? So you need to be realistic with your goals. You need to understand what you can achieve and what you can't achieve. If you can't achieve something within a certain period of time, then you're not going to set that as your goal because you can't get there in the time that you need, right? So you need to be realistic, but enough so that you can push yourself, get out of your comfort zone, push yourself, push your limits a bit further. You know what I mean? That's number three. Be realistic, but enough so you can push yourself to the point where you're willing to try out new things. You're willing to get out of your comfort zone and actually do something productive that will, in the end, benefit you ultimately, right? Number four, be consistent and gradually you will get there. You have to be consistent with your goals. If you're trying to achieve a six pack or big arms or whatever you're trying to achieve, that takes consistency, hard work, and dieting, right? All these things come into, you know, repetitive tasks. And yes, it can be annoying a lot of the time when you can't enjoy fast food or you can't enjoy, a lot of these desserts and stuff because they're high in fat, high in sugar, which can ultimately be bad for the goal that you're trying to achieve, right? But you have to be consistent with the things that you do. Be consistent, and it might take longer than you expected, but gradually you will get there. You will get to your goal. And number five, the most important thing that I can tell you. Do not push yourself so hard that you end up harming yourself in the process. You need to be able to push yourself, obviously, so you get out of your comfort zone, you gain a bit of confidence, but you need to still have that ability that you're not harming yourself in the process. You're not like, working out 3 times a day and like eating tons and tons of food. Like, obviously, that's not gonna have a great effect on you. You need to understand it takes time to be able to build, a good body or a good mental health, to be able to train your mind, condition your mind, and whatnot. All of these things take time. You can't just achieve like a great body within a day. It does not work like that. It takes time, so you need to spread out your routine. Do not fit everything into one day. Do not put like a week's worth of work into a day. Now, obviously, push yourself, a week's worth of work. Try getting it done a bit quicker, That's pushing yourself. but not so much that it's excessive and it's harming you and you can't handle it. You need to be able to handle the amount of pressure you're putting on yourself. Because ultimately, that's what a goal is, right? Trying to achieve a goal, you're pushing yourself so that you're going to achieve it, because that's what you want. You want to achieve it, you want to get there as quickly as you can, right? But do not go to the point where it's destroying yourself from the inside. Do not go to the point where it's killing you. Because if you get to that point, then well, you've tried too hard. And the whole point is it takes patience. When you try too hard, you don't have patience. You don't have that ability to, you don't understand the fact that a lot of the things that you want to achieve take time. You can't just sit, you can't meditate for 15 minutes and expect you to feel so much better with like, you know, boosting your testosterone levels. It does not work like that. It takes time, and that's what people don't understand. And I hope you understood. These are the top 5 things that I can recommend for you if you're trying to set goals properly and achieve your goals easily and within a reasonable amount of time. Number one, understand what you're trying to achieve. Number two, don't go overboard or excessive for your goals. Number three, be realistic but enough so you can push yourself. Number four, be consistent and gradually you will get there. And number five, don't push yourself so hard you end up harming yourself in the process. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you guys in the next one.